Hi, I'm Olya. I'm a graphic designer and illustrator from Ukraine. Now, currently live in United States for the past 6 years.
Where did you go to college?
I went to the university in Ukraine. I actually have a bachelor degree in graphic design. And I did also art school when I was younger.
As I just spoke to her, like this Ukrainian thing is a very common theme. So I also want to know your thought on how the warfare, the instability, and leaving home has influenced your creative process.
Well, it definitely made me think a bit deeper about who I am, where I'm from. I can't say that I put in a lot of it in my art, maybe some personal one, because I mostly do like commercial and projects. Yeah, it just makes you rethink everything, because when something horrible happened like that you didn't expect to happen and you never thought that will happen, you start like want to express your, not like nationality, but you want to show who you are to the world a little bit more. You're gonna gain like an identity a little bit more.
How would you rebuttal me if I say I don't think your work is art? I think it is a form of commercial product, and I think true art is. So I think true art should really express the one's self and express their own feelings.
I would say like maybe partially you're right, but at the same time I would say that I still put a lot of my personal creativity, and I do have some. I would say like you can sense this, like that was made by me. Like you can identify a little bit like that. There's like certain like style and similarity in some of the even commercial work I'm doing. I usually add like a little bit playfulness, and I like to build a story around the art. That's like one of my favorite things. And in the graphic design, even for the brands, when you add some story, or when you not just like, oh, I just made a logo or icon. You like, no, I want to tell the story of this brand. Especially I love like when it's a local business or like family business. It's so awesome to ask like, what's your story? Like, how did it start? What do you wanna like reflect who you are, where you come from, and what happened to you in your branding identity? So I think that's me who's doing that, who's putting all these pieces together, and then I put it into some, it's still like a form of art. It does adjust it like to preference of the client a lot, but also I think we need to make money. Yeah. And if I want to make something that's like very like a reflection of who I am, I'll make it anyway. But I'm not sure like I'm gonna sell it. So I just would do it because I want to do it, because I want to put something on the canvas, like whatever canvas is. And that doesn't have to be like sold. But I still need to eat and pay rent.
In your work, do you try to stand out from other people's who are participating in the same job, and if you do, how do you stand out?
Well, I try to do like some research, what's like common styles, like what people looking for, and even though I try like maybe like adjust my style a little bit to whatever's like on trend or what's people looking for, I still ended up like something like feels more like me. And I think that's a great thing, that if you're the artist, like whatever you're doing, you still put like, even like if there's like 1% of you, even though it's like very commercial art, there will be at least like 1% of your own personality there, even if it's hidden between the lines. That's great.
My biggest question about your job is that, are you ever afraid that you will be replaced by AI?
You know what? I'm not. I first thought like, oh, that's probably going to happen. But then I also tried to use it in the way how like my potential clients will use it. And no, it still needs someone who, it's just like I can generate like, I don't know, like 10 different pictures and like 10 different logos for my client, or like whoever person wants a logo type or something like this. But I'm the one who sees something in whatever AI created. I'm the one who will give directions and say like, hey, you need to adjust this and that. And after like 10 iterations, I'll see like, okay, I'm just gonna do it with my own hands, but maybe I'll use some ideas that I saw, like I saw something in it. It's not like AI say like, yeah, this is great, it's gonna work perfectly. That's like what your client will love. So I don't think AI will really replace fully.
So aren't you basically selling like this information gap? Like the client doesn't know how to use AI and you do. And one day they will know. And what
they
if,
won't. I'll tell you why. Because a lot of clients, they busy doing like whatever business they own. They focus on whatever they're doing. They don't want to deal with this. They don't want to figure out how to make like illustration or whatever. They might like okay, I'll make something. Look, I saw that happens. People that like, oh, I actually had a case like this. Somebody on like a freelance platform hired me to make illustration for his website. He's a law worker or something like this, lawyer, and he gave me like detailed brief of what he wants. We talked it through. I provided sketches. I drew the art and all of this. And he like, yes, that's great. And then he like, no, I actually saw this artist and now I want everything to be in different style, like this artist made. And I was like, okay, I'll adjust to this. I mean, you're paying hourly, so. And I did that. And he like, yeah, this is great. And then I had to go to the vacation, and he said like, yeah, we'll talk like in a week or something. And then he sent me like, hey, I actually did this in ChatGPT and it looks horrible. Can you please fix it?
but doesn't the, also like in the past, you might need a designer to do everything. Now you might need a designer to fix something that ChatGPT had generated. So
the thing is that a lot of people don't even know what they want. Like this person, he didn't really know what he wants. He thought he knows, that then he changed his mind, then he tried something like again, then he thought that like, okay, I can do it myself with AI. And it didn't work out. And he like, I still need you as a person to fix thing. And also I think if we're talking about like a designer, I don't know if it's like you can apply this to the artist who creates like art for somebody, because I feel like artists just do cool art and people who feel related, like feel like they like it, they're just buying it. But as a designer, one of the main jobs you have is just to help the person who reach out to you to understand what you actually want. Because design is not just like, oh, I just need a pretty logo. It needs to like solve the problem, and you need to figure out what's the problem, and client usually don't even know.
couldn't they use Canva?
Again, they won't. They can. I mean, they will get the very basic results. It's like same. They can go to the like whatever like stock website and just can buy like for like I don't know $2 like set of icons and just try use it as a logo.
Yeah, but these are people from a different age. Eventually, people from our age are going to grow up into the age of them, and we will have full knowledge of what AI is, and everyone knows. So, aren't you afraid that they will replace you?
If you look from this, like I understand that like AI will also improve and evolve, same as like people the younger age kind of grow and they kind of like my son was born in a time when the AI already existed, so he's not gonna know the time was like that was not even there. It's just crazy. So I feel like it's gonna become just part of his life, like it's just gonna be like coexisting, and I don't know, I just really hope it'll be like a great helper. And how will like affect like graphic design and illustration, I think like it's probably can get to the point where it'll be just like, hey, like whatever idea I have, just like this, create like this. And I think the only thing that will left then, like for the artists, is just do art that they feel just reflects who they are. And I think that would be actually very valuable, because it's always like more valuable when somebody done something by hand, not just like generated by artificial intelligence.
I asked her this question too. How does being a woman affect your art creating process? Or what do you think about the feminisms that has been going in modern artwork?
Well, I would say, I don't know if you like, if term as an artist, it's definitely like affects how I try to express myself probably, because I might see like things a little bit. No, I don't know if they're really like a difference, because we still like, as a human beings, we're just trying to express ourselves. We do just like art, but when it just comes to the commercial work, that can be very different, because you can face the people that's like, oh, you're just a cute little girl, like, are we gonna take advantage of this? Like, oh, like you don't like, oh, you just do your pretty thing. That definitely happened before. Some people don't really take you seriously sometimes, but I must say I haven't dealt with it here. It's mostly was in Ukraine.
Oh, so like this patriarchal structure is more prevalent in Ukraine?
So prevalent there. It's like very strong, unfortunately.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, so yeah.
So did any female artist in Ukraine try to resist using their artworks?
Resist, I'm sorry.
Did they have any form of expression of resistance in Ukraine?
Oh yeah. Yes, for sure. We in general very like, we love freedom. It's in our DNA, and a lot of times we do stand for ourselves, and there's a lot of like female artists. There's a lot of like female-owned businesses, and gets like more and more every year. It's definitely not an easy battle. Like, it wasn't easy to even start for a lot of them in every field, art, business, everything. But I think it's great. Not like even in terms of like driving a car. There's not that many women driving a car, because like men drives a car.